Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have a question to ask you. Have you ever eaten ass? Okay. Some of you may have. Some of you may not have. Irrespective of that, have you ever eaten Sour Patch Kids Ice and Fire? Because that is what it's like to eat ass for a straight 10 minutes. And I'm not just talking about a mild eating of ass. I'm talking about barley belly, rough night out, tacos, burritos, beans. That's how bad this is. The taste you will never wash out of your mouth. And that sensation of eating your first Fire Patch Kids sour fucking ice and fire, that will never leave you. Like trauma from Vietnam, it can't go away. And whenever you hear the word Sour Patch Kids, you'll just be thinking, oh fuck, oh fuck. Now I'm going to explain this to you. As an avid fan of Sour Patch Kids, right? Like, I buy this stuff fairly regularly. I'm a bit of a slave to it. It's like my crack, my cocaine addiction. It's probably even unhealthier than crack or cocaine. So that's a bit of a problem. My cholesterol is going to be through the fucking roof. And when I go to see a doctor, it's going to be like, what the hell happened? You're shooting off the charts. I'll be saying, it's that Sour Patch Kids. I can't stop myself. And the doctor will say, here, let me prescribe you a medication. Sour Patch Kids Ice and Fire. Once you eat this shit, you'll never want to taste Sour Patch Kids ever again. This shit tastes awful, man. Awful. I thought I'd give them a chance. The worst decision of my life, ever. If you ever see a brand or a product that you know branching out to do some exclusive limited time offer sale on some distinct new flavor, don't buy it. You know why that shit is limited edition? Because no one wants it. No one will buy it. It tastes like feces. Okay? Think again. Would you rather take a risk on something that is absolutely, without a doubt, 100% not being sold because it's shit, or would you rather be safe and eat the product that you enjoy? That's a trick question, bitch. You know what the answer is. Now, how to describe my experience with Ice and Fire, you know? Sat them up on my gaming desk. I was ready to go for another session of Overwatch. I open them up, and I start sticking my fingers inside, and it's like, oh, the colours are a bit different. That's okay. First of all, I try fire. And how do I describe fire? I think they aptly named it fire because it tastes like the fires of hell. It tastes like Satan has just shat in your mouth. Not only does fire taste like ass, and I don't want to eat anything ever again, I'd rather starve to death and die, but on top of this, as if that weren't bad enough, the taste it leaves is terrible. And it ruins all other meals. You can taste it lingering in your mouth when you're walking around, when you're trying to go about your day, enjoying life. You know, you sat in the yard with your kid, and you're just having a chat with them, and it's a really nice day, and you know, the sun is shining in the sky, there's a nice leaf spread out before you, and you're talking about all the things he wants to do in life, and it's a really sweet and tender, saccharine moment, but you just can't stop thinking, Jesus Christ, my mouth tastes like ass. Why did I eat those Sour Patch Kids? Don't buy this shit. There's a reason I'm not seeing it in the shopping centers anymore. But when I saw an advert for it the other day, I had to come out here. You called me out of my crypt. And I had to come out and inform people not to eat this. This is a public service announcement. If you value your health, do not eat Sour Patch Kids Ice and Fire. It will kill you. Or it'll leave you with crippling depression or some other debilitating injury from which you will never recover, okay? We haven't even talked about ice. Now, ice, how to describe this one, okay? This one is even worse than fire, and fire tastes like the pits of hell. So what does this taste like then? This tastes like a bukkake, except you're the receiver, and it's terrible, and it's disgusting, and you're not even gay. And it's like, no, no. And you just sit there and take it, and it's fucking filthy. Can't wash that taste out of your mouth. It tastes like spearmint. If spearmint tasted like ass. The after effect is kind of pernicious. It lingers around. It doesn't get you right away, so you think, I can eat more. By the time you've eaten like 5 or so because you have no self-control and you hate yourself, then you feel that taste kind of welling up in your mouth and go, oh shit, there is an aftertaste. Oh my god. The aftertaste. Because the actual taste itself, unlike fire, it's somewhat bearable. I mean, it's terrible, and I never eat it in my life. But, you know, if it was a choice between Al-Qaeda putting a gun to my head and shooting me, or eating Sour Patch Ice and Fire, you know, that's a bad analogy, because I'd just choose for Al-Qaeda to shoot me in the head. But, you know, ice, it's down there. But, I mean, you can live. But then the aftertaste is extraordinary. The worst part about it is the pain. The utter, sheer pain. First thing I thought to do as a dumbass after eating some of these ice was, okay, I'm going to have a drink. Never drink. Don't drink, kids. If you drink, and the ice is still lingering in your throat, I am a grown-ass man. I'm 21 by now. I've seen some shit. I'm playing through the Call of Duty campaign. I saw Apocalypse Now. They've talked about the duality of man. I've seen the terrors. I know this shit. I saw the happening. I've been through it all, man. And yet here I am, a 21 grown-ass man, and I'm sitting there crying like a little bitch because ice is so painful with water that you'll want nothing more than to fade from existence. Like Marty McFly in Back to the Future when he fades out of that picture. I wish that on myself when I was lying there. Just tears in my eyes thinking, oh fuck, that's so painful. I wish I was being facetious, but genuinely it brought a tear to my eye. Me! You give this to LeBron James. You give this to a heavyweight fighter. You give this to Mike Tyson. You give this to heavyweight champions, and they'll go, oh yeah, I can handle this. 10 minutes later, they're on the floor gagging like a little baby going, mummy, it hurts, it hurts. This shit is awful. Ice is awful. And fire is terrible. And if you are buying any of them, stop right now. Okay? You are part of the problem. Ice destroys lives. Okay? And we have to stop. We have to campaign against ice and fire because they're straight up ass and there's no saving them. And if this persists, if this stays around, humanity is worse off. Like if the solution to world famine was Sour Patch Kids, ice and fire, I'd pick famine. Don't eat this shit. Do yourself a favor. Let this be a lesson to anyone who's thinking of eating it. Don't, okay? Don't.